What's happening, people? Welcome to the United Stand. The road trip to Newcastle. Newcastle away today. Big game for us. We're looking to keep the momentum rolling, man. And I'm doing this video a lot earlier today because I've got a bit more time on my hands today. Because it's such a long drive, man. Jesus, you're talking best part of 5 hours in traffic, to be fair. From down south up to Newcastle. So yeah, still on the journey now. Don't worry, I've had a Twix. I've had some water and some crisps as well. So I'm revitalised, I'm ready. We're going to get up there nice and early, me and Josh, get to the hotel because we've got to stay there, it's a late game. But yeah, on the game, man, look, I'm expecting to win. I am expecting to win with the run that we're on and the confidence that we've got. You're expecting to win. And I don't see why we can't go there and win. But, you know, these are the games, though, that, you know, we have to stand up and be counted and show that we really have changed. I know we've had a good run in the last 3 games, you know, scoring 12 goals as well in 3 games is fantastic. But I'm not expecting us to score, you know, 4s and 5s every single game, but the confidence is there. I remember this fixture last year, and we had chances. I remember Sanchez went round the keeper, then didn't shoot in the end and got his shot blocked. I remember Martial was clean through in the first half, didn't score. And then they kind of scored against the run of play, Matt Ritchie, I think it was, and then we just didn't really have an answer. So we had chances that day and it just didn't happen, and that was the game where Chris Smalling had an absolute stinker. Today it's almost certainly going to be Phil Jones and Lindelof, unless there's an injury in the warm-up or something like that. Ollie's already confirmed that, you know, we'd be looking to Darmian for the likes of a third centre-half if someone's to get injured, so let's hope that no one gets injured in the warm-up or in training yesterday or something like that. And I expect to see pretty much more of the same team, really. I know sometimes they need to rotate, obviously. I've spoke about the Christmas period, about how busy it's been, so I wasn't going to be too sceptical of the side. But going into January, I think the Reading game, we can make wholesale changes for that. So this is the most important game, so I want to see pretty much more of the same. I expect to see, obviously, Luke Shaw and Ashley Young at fullbacks. And the midfield, I think, is really important for the continuity as well. I want to see the midfield of Herrera, sorry, Matic and Pogba. It's been doing well. We can see what a difference it's making, and they're starting to impact games. You know, Herrera got an assist in the last game as well and played really well. Matic has been brilliant under Solskjaer so far. Have to hold my hands up and say. And we all know about Pogba. Do I even need to talk about how good he's been since then? And that would leave us, for me, with the same front three. I mean, Marcus Rashford against Bournemouth was absolutely brilliant. Like, do you know what? It wasn't until I saw the replays to realise that he actually flip-flapped the defender as well. I think it was Charlie Daniels, can't remember. Just taking the piss. You know, that is the level of confidence he's got, and just the running that he gives, the movement that he gives. He makes the first run, the second run. If he doesn't get it, he goes again. He just stretches the opposition. He's just that outlet, and he's set the bar so high now for Lukaku. And I think I even said, when I put up on my Instagram story, I said that Rom's just going to have to be the impact guy. Like, with Rashford playing that good up front, we've got no grounds to change it. No grounds whatsoever. Martial's got his spot cemented on the left. Jesse can float between the right wing or in the midfield free. He just can rotate. But Rashford has really cemented that place. And there's nothing Lukaku can do, in my opinion, to displace him. I think Rashford should play there, should continue to play there. He's proved why he should play there. And even if you're going back to amateur football, you play good, you keep your shirt. That's what my manager used to say to me. No favourites here. You play well, you keep your shirt. And that's what Rashford's doing. Aside of what we want to see and, you know, Lukaku's flaws in his play or whatever, if you just look at it on a footballing thing, Rashford's been playing very well in that position, so he has to play there for me. Biggest thing for me today, I really want to see what Alexis is going to do. He's going to be involved. I'm really excited to see how he's going to fit into the system. If you think about Alexis as a player and what he is and what he brings with his performances, the way we're playing now surely is tailor-made for him. Tailor-made. You look at the Alexis of Arsenal, you know, playing on the front foot, pressing, looking to get involved at any opportunity, having loads of shots, penetrating, taking people on, you know, just being everywhere. That is the Alexis that we thought we were getting. Obviously, we didn't get it in the system that we had under Jose, and some of it was obviously Sanchez had to look at himself as well. But I think in this system that creates loads of chances, wins the ball back high up the pitch, because that's what I've noticed in the last 3 games. Our ability to win the ball back high up the pitch is dramatically improved, in my opinion. It's all good winning the ball back and countering, that's great, you know, and if you've got a good setup on the counter and players that are in the right positions, you can counter quickly. But I think the best way to counter quickly is winning the ball high up the pitch. Liverpool do it so well, City do it so well, and obviously Tottenham, they press in waves, and as soon as they lose the ball, that switch just flicks. And even Ollie's been talking about it, you know, the willingness to get the ball back from the players as soon as they lose it is only going to play in someone like Sanchez's hands. And the chances that we create and the movement that we have now, and the fluidity that we're now playing with, I'm really excited to see Sanchez in it. There's no excuses for him. Similar to the Pogba thing, you know, as soon as Jose left, everyone was like, including me, I was like, right, well, there's arguments about Pogba's form, whether it's this, whether it's that. Let's forget all of that. His perceived problem is now gone, which was supposedly Jose Mourinho. So, you know, he had the chance to show what he could do. And Pogba, I said in the video before the Cardiff game, I said, no excuses now for Pogba. He has to step up. Let's see what he can do. He can't be. There's nowhere to hide. There's absolutely nowhere to hide. And he stepped up massively. He has, along with the whole team. But you know, obviously he has stepped up individually, and that's the thing that Alexis has got to do now. Ollie said he's chomping at the bit, which you expect that from Sanchez. He always wants to play every game. He's tenacious. He's willing to run and he wants to play every single game. And we just need to see that reflected. He's going to need a little while to get going. He's out of match practice, but I think that this could be a really good time for him. And for me, I think he can take that place on the right hand side. That's why I say Jesse is going to be looking to, I think, you know, to be rotating. He can play in the midfield free. He can play on the right hand side. If Martial's getting a bit tired, he can go on the left here and there. But if you look at a front three of Martial, Rashford and Sanchez, if all 3 of them are playing to their ability, you might call me crazy, but if they're playing to their ability, that's as good as a Mane, Salah, Firmino, you know, a Sterling, Aguero and Sane or whatever, you know, a Dele Alli, a Kane and Eriksen, or a Son, or do you know what I mean? Dele Alli's, yeah, Kane, Son. It's as good as that. If they're playing to their top level, they can cause anyone trouble. Anyone. That front three is capable of beating anyone. So that's really my thinking with it, with Alexis coming back into it. I think that he really can cement a place. And like I said, it'd be interesting to see how Ollie's looking at it. Does he see him coming in on the right hand side? Because that's the most natural place for him to come on. Especially because Martial's got the left wings like locked down. Rashford's got the striker position locked down. So really, you're looking at that right hand position and thinking, okay, you know what? As the game goes on, maybe Herrera could come off. You could put Jesse into the central three, or just take Jesse off and you know, like for like with Sanchez. So very exciting, very exciting. Predictions for today. You know what? You got to be careful with Newcastle. You do, because don't get me wrong, they're down there and they could be facing relegation. I think they've probably got enough to get out of it. But you know, they're always kind of facing relegation. So yeah, you're looking at it thinking, well, we should be beating them. They're shit. But this is the Premier League, man. You know what it is. This is what happens. And you know, they've got the likes of Rondon and Shelby, Kennedy. I don't think he's been playing much, but he's always a threat. And Perez, I always see Perez as a threat. You know, and you only have to look to the last time we played them. They were equally as shit then. You know, I know, given obviously we were in that time, and it's a different period. But I don't know. I can't sit here and lie to you and sit here and think that, okay, yeah, 3-0, 4-0. I just don't think that will happen. I think it's going to be a tough game. I'm going to go 2-1. Usually when I'm going 2-1, I keep getting proved wrong and it's like 3-1 or 4-1 or something like that, because A, I just think we always concede. And B, away to Newcastle, 50,000 screaming Geordies. You know, if you take your eye off the ball for a bit, the crowd gets up, and you know, I just feel that it'll be closer than we think. I think like we'll go 2-0 up and we'll be cruising, and then we'll just have that little lax of concentration, and then it will end up being 2-1. That's what I think. I do think we'll win the game, because the boys are confident. You know, the boys are confident, but it doesn't stop it being a difficult game. So I want to know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I'm being too cautious. Drop your predictions in the boxes below. And I will see you guys after the fan cams, man. It's going to be a cold one as well. It's going to be a very cold one. Josh, you got your thermals?
Yes, mate.
That's what I want to hear, because it's going to be cold. We're going up to Geordie land. It's friggin' cold out there. So yeah, guys, I'll see you after the fan cams. Like, share, subscribe. Laters.